So hey everybody, Jamal here, and I just briefly wanted to talk about a deal that I got this weekend on a Sony a6500. As some of you may know, I've been shooting with a Nikon D3400. It's a entry-level camera. I really bought it just to get back into doing some photography, and after I got started again, decided that I wanted to do video. Turns out I definitely got the wrong camera for video. Although I have done videos with the D3400, it was missing a lot of features that I personally needed for the type of videos that I'm doing and the environments that I'm working in. So, without getting too much into the process of deciding on the a6500, I'll save that for another video. I do briefly want to talk about the deal that I got on this a6500 this past weekend, and tell you how much I paid for it and why I feel like it was an amazing deal, and I would love to hear your thoughts on it. So, found a seller on OfferUp. Some of you may be familiar with that application. It's basically like a Craigslist or Facebook Marketplace or what have you. Anyway, found a seller on OfferUp, reached out and said, hey, I would love to pick up this a6500 today. This was on Saturday. He told me that he would be willing to, actually it was listed for $1,100. He said he'd be willing to let it go for $900. And that was for the a6500 body, along with this Sigma 30mm lens right here. This is a Sigma 30mm 1.4, and he would give me the a6500 with this lens for $900. Already, I felt like that was a great deal. The a6500 body, I've seen it selling for about $1,000, $1,100 with the kit lens, around that price range. So to get the camera with the Sigma 30 for $900, I already felt like was a great deal. I was definitely interested in purchasing it. Told him, hey, I'd love to buy it from you. Then he told me he also had a wide-angle lens for sale. And this is because I asked him if he had the kit lens. He told me he didn't have the kit lens. He bought the camera secondhand, so he didn't have it. That's alright. Then he told me he had the Sony 10-18 f4 for sale as well. That point definitely got my attention. I'll go ahead and tell you what we ended up with. I got the Sony a6500 with the Sigma 30 and the Sony 10-18 f4 lens that you see here, and 5 batteries, SD card, along with a small tripod. That's everything that was in the deal. And I got all that for $1,200. Now, if you're not familiar with the Sony 10-18 lens, this lens was about $850 brand new. I've looked online to find them used, and the price ranges anywhere from $650 to $750 for a used 10-18. So the fact that I paid $1,200 means that I roughly got this lens for about $300, or less than half of what it's actually worth used. I know what you're thinking, okay, something must be wrong with it. It works just fine. I've been using it the past few days, haven't had any problems at all. I've recorded 2 videos with it, took some stills, and from what I can tell, it works flawlessly. I will say that there's some cosmetic damage. There's a very small hairline. It looks like a crack on the casing towards the edge of it. Doesn't seem to have any effect on the actual lens itself. On the rim of the lens where you would install your filter, that's where that small little crack is. I don't know if maybe somebody over tightened a filter right here, or they banged it up against something, but it seems like that's probably what caused it. But it's just where the filter attaches. I don't think it's going to have any effect on screwing a filter on here. Like I said, it seems like maybe they just over tightened it and it caused a little hairline crack here. At the end of the day, even with that little cosmetic damage, there's no reason why this lens wouldn't be able to sell for $600, $650. And I got it for half that price. So, that's what I paid for this kit, and I gotta say, man, I really do feel like I got a very good deal there. I would love to hear what you all think about it. This is the first video that I've ever done like this. Would love to do some more, just kind of talking about you know, my experiences, things that I've purchased, and yeah, I guess that's it for now. I don't have a fancy outro. Hell, I didn't even have a fancy intro. Maybe we'll work on one of those. Alright guys, would love to hear your thoughts on this deal, if you feel like I came out on top here, or if I'm missing something. Comment down below. See ya.